This is my subscriber Marcus, and today we're going to be upgrading his base from this to this in under 1 hour. And if not, I have to give away my fully rebirth base of Lost Taco Lucky Block to my biggest hater, and I do not want to do that. So the time starts now. All right, guys, so I just logged on to Marcus's account, and let's see what type of stuff he's got in his base. So it looks like the first thing he's got is a Diamond Quackula, making 16.5k a second. That's not bad. A Savina, a Trick Track Bada Boom, a Drape Celestia. Okay, that could help with a future rebirth. Hakaramata Mitina, a Talpa de Ferro, a Cappuccino Assassinino, and it looks like he's got an Odin, which we could also use for a future rebirth. So it looks like he's at a good starting point, but he's only at rebirth number 1, which we need a Trippy Troppy and a Gangster Futera for. All right, let's go find out some of those. Wait, what is this? Wait, is Sammy in here? What is he doing in here? He said, hey, I think I can help with this. Wait, last time you helped with something, it actually ruined the whole video. Wait, what are you gonna do this time? He said, not funny, but if you sell all his Brainrots except one, I'll give you owner help. But if I can't complete the challenge in 1 hour, then that means he just has one Brainrot. And what if your help doesn't even do anything? He said, well, that's just a gamble you have to take. Well, I think I'm gonna take the gamble, and I'm sorry. All right, Sam, I just finished selling all his Brainrots. What do you want me to do now? He said, all right, now that you've sold them, get to the first rebirth to see what I have in store. We're gonna go over here and grab this Trippy Troppy, and now we need a Gangster Futera, so let's just wait on one of those to spawn. All right, and a Gangster Futera just spawned, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that, and we're gonna go ahead and rebirth with this Gangster Futera so we can see what Sammy has in store. What do you have in store for me now that I've got to my first rebirth? Now that you're at rebirth 1, you get to spin an admin wheel after each rebirth milestone to decide what either helps you or keeps you from getting markets to $1 trillion in 1 hour. Wait, thank you so much. That's actually going to be helpful. I'm actually so glad that I sold those things and listened to you. It appears that Sammy gave us a pretty good wheel. You see, we've got a random OG all the way to a reset. So that basically means that if I land on that, all the progress is to go out the window and I have to sell everything and restart from rebirth 1. And I do not want to do that. But let's just see what we get for our first option. I think I even saw an OG Meow on there, which would be crazy. Go on, and we got one secret lucky block. That's not bad for the rebirth we're on. So Sam, if you could spawn a secret lucky block, that would be great. He said coming up short stuff. Wait, how am I short? I'm literally the same height as you. Actually, I'm taller. All right, we just got us a good old sombrero lucky block to spawn. All right, I'm hoping it's the best thing possible, because don't forget, by the end of this video, we're going to be trying our hardest to impress the subscriber whose base that I have. We want him to have some of the best Brainrots we can possibly get in the game, if not all of them. But let's just see what we get out of this lucky block. And it looks like we got the Tortuguini Dragon Fruitini. That's literally the worst one we could have got, but it makes 5.9 million a second. That's not too bad, to be completely honest. So let's just collect our money, and we already have more than enough to be able to do this next rebirth. A Berber Patapim and a Boneka, and that Berber Patapim just spawned, so let's go ahead and buy that, and let's wait on a Boneka on Balabu. And the Boneka on Balabu we needed just spawned, so let's go ahead and buy that now, and let's get on to this next rebirth. And I think that Marcus is going to like his base after we're done with this, because we're already getting some pretty good stuff. This does not even compare to some of the stuff we're going to be getting later on in this video for his base. But anyway, this rebirth now, let's do it. So it's time to go ahead and spin the wheel. Wait, Sammy said something. He said, wait, what do you want, Sammy? What do you want me to do? He said, you can either spin the wheel or beat me in an aura off for another surprise. Wait, what's an aura off? I think that I'm going to go ahead and take the surprise. But what do you mean by another? You haven't even given me a surprise yet. He said, oh yeah, so basically we just have to guess the next Brainrot to spawn, and whoever gets it right first wins. All right, bet. I'm gonna win the aura off, because I literally have so much more aura than you. All right, Sam, let's see what you got. You guess what? A Trippy Troppy? Okay, let's see. That was a Tim Cheese. That does not count. All right, now I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go ahead and guess the Beanie Pizzanini. But it's a Gangster Futera. Okay. You said a Tete Sahur? Okay, let's see. That is not a Tete Sahur. How are you the owner of Steel Brainrot and you can't even beat me in the aura off? Or you can wait whatever you want to spawn. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and guess a Lira. Wait, I actually won the aura off. That is crazy. You're literally a sorry owner. There's no way that I just guessed that and you got that wrong. You said shut up. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't ban me. Okay. That's why I don't have to give away a bunch of Lost Taco Lucky Blocks to my biggest hater. Well, that's why I don't have to. Well, actually, wait a minute. There's nothing I can even say. But guys, you're right. If we don't want to make that a reality, then we need to hurry up and move on, because an hour isn't a lot of time to do everything that we have to do. What was that surprise that you were talking about? Wait, is that the new Lost Taco Lucky Blocks? That was a surprise. Wait, I cannot even afford it. Sammy, can you go buy that again? And they're already ready for me. Thank you so much. Let me just go ahead and steal these and take these back to my base. He said, yeah, you're lucky I didn't ban you after that aura off. Okay, Sammy, I'm sorry about the aura off, but it's okay. You forgive me. Let me give you a hug. $12.5 million we need very easily. I mean, we're already there. And let's open up these Lost Taco Lucky Blocks to see what Marcus is going to get. I'm going to turn around because we're going to get aura off, and I think we're going to have the best thing we can possibly get. And we got the Lost Doritos making $170 million a second. But this is not even compared to some of the Brainrots we're going to be unlocking later on in this video. So you just guys wait and see. And where is the new Brainrot? Wait, Sam, did you have something to do with this? You said I get to decide what you use and when you use it so the challenge isn't too easy. Well, I mean, I guess I see why. This Brainrot has made a lot of money, so I guess it would be cheating if I was able to use that too. But that'll just add to the Brainrots that Marcus is able to have later. So it looks like we need a True Lamera and a Chimpanzini Bananini. And a True Lamera just spawned, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Oh, it's got the little taco on its head. Wait, no way, Sammy actually did it. We have a taco strawberry banana Chimpanzini. That is just crazy. Let's go ahead and buy that so we can move on to our next rebirth. All right, and we just rebirthed. And wait, I just rebirthed with the Tortuguini Dragon Fruitini. Wait, why did I do that? I cannot believe that I just did that. Marcus is literally gonna be so mad at me if he knows that I just rebirthed one of his best Brainrot. And I'm just kidding. The Tortuguini, I saved it over here. So hopefully we don't get one of these bad upgrades like a new beanie or reset. That could kill this whole entire video. Come on, give us something good, Sammy. I know you're controlling the wheel. Maybe not, maybe so, but let's just see what we get. Looks like we got 2 secret lucky blocks. We almost just got the reset. That would have been horrible. So Sammy, you can go ahead and get us about 2 secret lucky blocks. He said, coming right up, Mustard. Bro, I do not smell. You literally stink so bad. I can literally smell you through the screen. But guys, I genuinely need to hurry up because if I'm not able to do this, then Marcus is not going to have any Brainrots, and I'm going to have to give away a full base of taco lucky blocks to my biggest hater, and I do not want to do that. So Sammy, hurry up and spawn them and stop making jokes. All right, so right here we've got some very nice looking lucky blocks, and let's see what Sammy has in store for us. So let's open these up. Let's turn around. Okay, I hope this is going to be a really good one, but let's just see what we end up getting. And it looks like we got the pot hotspot for Marcus. Yo, this is crazy. Well, let's make it $45 million a second. And of course, we've got our multiplier, so we're doing pretty good off that one. And let's see what we're going to get next off of this next one. Please give us the best Brainrot in the game. I'm thinking like maybe another pot hotspot would be good. I don't know. And we got an E-Sox Cola. Marcus is going to have literally the most stacked base I've ever seen in my life after this video. Or he could have nothing, and my biggest hater could have everything. So we really need to hurry up. But of course, as you know, Sammy has to confiscate these, and I can only use whichever Brainrots he says I can use. So Sammy, go ahead and take them. We should definitely have enough to do this next rebirth. But it's looking like we need now a Chef Crabber Cadabra and a Glorbo Frudilo. So let's just wait on those to spawn. All right, and Sammy just spawned the Chef Crabber Cadabra, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. And it's actually got the Mateo hat, but it looks like now all we need is the Glorbo Frudilo. All right, and we got the Glorbo to spawn, so let's go ahead and grab that. And we are on a roll, but guys, I still don't know if we're gonna be able to complete that challenge. We are running out of time. All right, guys, and as you know, it is time to spin the wheel again. So let's spin the wheel and see which upgrade we are going to get this time. Or I'm hoping for at least an upgrade. I do not want anything bad at all. And wait, we just got the best option, which is take a Sammy Rock. The only rule is that Sammy has a certain number in mind. And if we go over that certain number, then we don't get to take anything at all. And he actually gets to take one of our Brainrot. But as long as we stay under it, then we'll be fine. So we could just go ahead and take this. As you can see, it's made Sammy a whole lot of money, but we don't want to take the wrong thing. But we want to also make sure that we get Marcus the right thing. So I'm thinking that out of all this good stuff, that we do the safest option. I'm probably gonna just have to take the Curse horse. So Sammy, is that good? Wait, guys, what does he say? I'm super scared to figure out his answer. What does he say? Yes. Oh my goodness, thank God. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this Curse and we're gonna take this to our base. And this is the Brainrot we're gonna use. And remember, guys, we're trying to fill up his whole bottom row of his base by the end of this video with the best Brainrots and possibly even some of the middle row as well. But time is getting a little stingy, so it looks like we need a Frigo Camelo and an Orangatini. But as you guys know, a Frigo Camelo is not too easy to come across, so we're gonna go in public and see if we can steal it. So let's go now. All right, so I just joined a server and I realized that this person may not have the Frigo Camelo, but they do have a lot of Brainrots we're gonna need to rebirth in the future. The base unlocks in about 1 second. So we're gonna go ahead in there and get that Bombardiro Crocodilo, and let's go ahead and get it. Come on, let's go. Come on, speed. I need this speed. And we got the Bombardiro Crocodilo. Perfect. Okay, I think he's paying attention now. We might be able to actually go for the day, to be honest. Let's see if we can. Day, Tesor. Let's see. Come on. No, I think he's got me. No, he got me. Oh, we almost got lucky. But guys, I do have some Robux, and I'm gonna see if I can unlock his base. Okay, guys, I'm going in. I'm unlocking the base. I just unlocked the base. Okay, I got the day. Come on. I'm lagging. Okay. I just spent Robux for no reason. I may not have got the Brainrot that I needed for this rebirth, but I did get a future one. So let's head back and talk to Sammy. All right, Sammy, so I'm back, but I was only able to get a Bombardiro Crocodilo. He said you tried at least. Yeah, thanks, Sammy. But I don't know what I'm gonna do because if I'm not able to get that, we're not even gonna be able to complete this challenge. And my biggest hater is gonna get everything. Wait, is that a Frigo Camelo? Wait, Sammy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for spawning this Frigo Camelo. Let's go ahead and buy that and move on to the next rebirth after we get our Orangatini Assassinini. And an Orangatini Assassinini just spawned, so let's go ahead and buy that. And we can go ahead and rebirth now. All right, so now we have just rebirth. But without further ado, let's go ahead and spin the wheel now to see what our next upgrade or downgrade is going to be. All right, so this time I'm hoping maybe we can even get the meow for the guy. That would be insane if we were able to get a meow. Wait, random OG. Ah, no. We got him 2 Brainrot God block. That's kind of like a downgrade in the position that we're in right now. And actually, the 1% Brainrot in the game is a pop. I'm gonna make a deal with you, Sammy. If we can get 2 Sahors out of the 2 lucky blocks, then you have to let me pick another one of your secrets. He said, sure. There's no way you can get that. LOL. Okay. You'll see. Let's open this one up, and let's also open this one up and watch. Pop Sahor. Pop Sahor. Come on, Sammy. You're gonna give us one of those secrets. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Let's just check the first one. Whoa! What? We got a pop. Okay, the second one. Come on. We got a pop Sahor. This is a massive leap of progress to hopefully keep me from having to give away those lost taco lucky blocks to my biggest hater. He said, bro, what? See, that's why you don't make stupid deals like that, Sammy. Now you have to give me a secret for these 2 pop-up Sahors. Look in your face now, Sammy. That's what you get. He said, I'm the owner, LOL. I don't need them. Well, I mean, I guess you're right. You don't need them. Well, in that case, just let me. Wait, where did you put them? They were just in my. The best idea, actually, I'm going to take this radioactive Evil Dawn because it looks pretty cool and it's radioactive. So that can help us get to our next rebirth. So it looks like we need 350 million for this next rebirth and a Bombardiro Crocodilo, which luckily I already have a Bombardiro Crocodilo. So let me go get that. All right, so I just went and got the Bombardiro and let's go ahead and rebirth now. All right, and we are on the next rebirth. And now it is time to spin the wheel again to get to see what upgrade or downgrade we get. I'm actually pretty scared this time because we haven't gotten a super bad one yet. So it's only a matter of time before we get something we just really do not want. And that's exactly what I'm scared for. And it looks like this is take Brainrot from main account. Ooh, this is a pretty good one. But that also means that I have to give away one of my Brainrots, which I don't want to do. But I mean, he's a subscriber. So I mean, I love you guys. I don't mind doing that. I think he's going to love the Brainrots that I got him from my base. It's actually so cute. But look, it's a Lost Bros with the sombrero hat. He is going to love this option, making $120 million a second. He's going to love it. But it looks like we need a Bombini Gusini. So let's go ahead and wait on that. We can get on to the next one. And guys, we actually just got a Bombini Gusini spawn. I wasn't recording, but I went ahead and put it in my base. And look, he's actually got a sombrero hat too. I think Sammy's playing with me right now, but we're gonna go ahead and rebirth and get on to the next wheel spin. All right, so let's do it now. All right, it looks like now we need a Tay Sahor, which if you guys don't remember, we actually had an altercation with the Tay Sahor. His base is actually coming along pretty nice. By the end of this hour, he's gonna have some super good Brainrot. So just you guys wait for that. But the only thing I'm concerned about is the time, and time is not on our side right now. So we need to hurry this up if we're gonna complete this in time. Because again, we want him on 10th rebirth at $1 trillion by the end of this video. So let's get into the wheel spin. And it looks like we got mutate 3. That means that we get to pick any of the 3 Brainrots that we've already unlocked and we get to mutate them. Wait, Sammy just texted something. He said, do you want to do that or do you want to get a random secret again? Actually, guys, to be honest, I think it'll be more beneficial if we just let Sammy give us a random secret Brainrot. So Sammy, I'm going to take the random secret and let's just see what you'll give me. There's no way, Sammy, he just spawned the lost cucarachas. Look at them. Look at the little baby roaches. They're so cute. Look at them. Oh my goodness. They're so cool. But they're kind of nasty, to be honest, guys. I mean, they are baby roaches. We're going to take these to our base. And while I was off cam, I ended up getting a Tay Sahor to go ahead and use for our rebirth. Let's just collect the money that we need to rebirth, which is about 5 million. So let's just AFK for a little bit. All right, and we just finished AFKing and we finally got the amount of money that we need to be able to rebirth. So Sammy, you can go over here and grab this lost cucarachas and take this to that base over there, and we can go ahead and rebirth now. All right, so now it appears that we need a Cocofanto Elefanto, and it is crazy to see all these Brainrots that we have now compared to what we started with, and even these new lost cucarachas that we just got. Let's just spin the wheel to see what we're gonna get next. Sammy said, wait, don't spin the wheel this time. Wait, Sammy, what do you mean don't spin the wheel this time? I need to be able to spin the wheel. He said, I'm gonna pick skip rebirth for you. You can't pick that. If I skip rebirth, then that means that I'm not going to be able to unlock a Brainrot for this wheel spin, which is literally the best part about the wheel spin. He said, doesn't matter. I'm tired of giving things away. It's almost like you want me to give away all those lost lucky blocks to my biggest hater. But oh well, next rebirth, here we come. All right, and we just hit the next rebirth, which does put us close to our goal. And the best part about this time, if you guys don't remember, Sammy actually has the Brainrot we need from earlier in the video, which is the Giraffe Celestre that we took from the subscriber when he lended us his base. So we're going to put this to good use and take this to the base for us to go ahead and rebirth with. And we're going to need a lot of cash. But in the meantime, let's spin that wheel and see what we're going to get, since Sammy does not want us to get any Brainrot. I hope we get the best thing on the option this time. All right, watch this time. Sammy doesn't know, but I'm really thinking an admin abuse would have helped us, because we could get multiple Brainrots out of that. Admin abuse. There's no way that I called it like that. You know, I'm just the best at guessing all these things, I guess. I don't know. Look, Sammy, you're going to have to do what your worst nightmare is, and you're going to have to queue an admin abuse. All right, and Sammy just queued an admin abuse, but where is my 4x luck? Wait, Sammy actually just gave 6x luck. So with that being said, we're just going to sit here and we're going to wait to see what comes out the spawner. Wait, he just spawned a Catupot cat pot. That is actually crazy. Sammy, go ahead and buy it because I cannot afford that right now. Guys, this is definitely a crazy admin abuse already. Like, look at the Brainrot we just got, and that's not even the best stuff that can possibly happen. So let's just wait again to see what else we get. And Sammy just spawned a strawberry Orcolodon. We have to buy it. I'm so stupid. I just realized I cannot even buy that because 254 million is not enough to buy that. Sammy, you can go ahead and buy that as well. And this was actually a crazy admin abuse. We got some really cool Brainrots, especially this one. I've never seen a strawberry Orcolodon before. So now we are just one Brainrot away from being able to complete this challenge and being able to have a full bottom base of Brainrot. And since we're so close to that last rebirth, we're going to go ahead and take 3 Brainrots to help us with this next rebirth. And as you can see, Sammy, he actually just queued the winter event. All right, guys, and as you can see, we're almost at the amount of money we need, which is 250 billion, and we are done and just reached the amount of money which we need to be able to rebirth next time, which is 250 billion. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. All right, guys, and we are on the last rebirth which we need to do, which is to get to $1 trillion and get him his last. So this time, guys, we're going to try to get him the best Brainrot possible. It would be crazy if we could even get him a W or L. That would just be insane. We'll have to talk to Sammy about that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and spin the wheel so we can hurry up and get this done because we are running out of time. Anyway, guys, Sammy just did something insane to the wheel. Only left the very best and the very worst option. So if it lands on reset, we could literally have to reset this whole challenge right now. And we do not want to do that. But to be honest, I'm hoping that it lands on random OG because that would just be crazy. So come on, random OG, please. Stop. And we got the random OG. So for our last one, I think the random OG is actually the best one we could have gotten. So Sammy, do your best and surprise us with the best OG that there is in the game. Sammy said, no, I refuse to spawn an OG just because the wheel says so. But Sammy, that's literally the rule. What do you mean you refuse? Well, what else are you going to spawn if you don't spawn an OG? Guys, I think Sammy's really going to spawn something really dumb, but let's just hope he gets us something really, really good for the subscriber. Wait, Sammy just spawned a W or L Brainrot, making 450 million a second. Nobody even has this Brainrot hardly, so he's going to be so excited to see that he gets this. This should definitely help us get to that $1 trillion super, super quickly. Like, wow, just look at it. W or L, 450 million a second. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this to our base, and it looks like I need $1 trillion to be able to rebirth. So it looks like we're going to need a lot of the Brainrot for that. So we're going to go ahead over here and take this Orcolodon, which looks like it's made a pretty good chunk of change sitting over here. And let's just do a time lapse to $1 trillion. All right, guys, and we're at 960 billion, so I'm going to go ahead and get all of the subscribers' Brainrots and go ahead and bring them to the base before we run out of time because we need to be able to send him a picture with all these Brainrots to see if he approves. All right, guys, and Sammy's not paying attention, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take this Fragrama and Chakrama while he is not looking and just hide it upstairs in the subscribers base. But guys, as you can see, we have him a full base of Brainrot, and now we are at $3 trillion. So he is going to love his base. Right now, he is making like literally probably $1 trillion every 30 seconds. So this is just insane. But if you guys enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you will enjoy the video on screen right now. So go one of those, subscribe, and goodbye.